Welcome back to today's recap. So we're done for the week. We do have another play pending right now, 2 plays pending, and it came so close to being triggered 3 times. I'm looking at it on my other monitor right now and literally came within about a smidget of being triggered, but it hasn't even hit TP1, so it's like bouncing in between entry and TP1. So look, we're probably going to cancel that now. That's why I'm doing my end of week, I suppose, review now, because it just makes the most sense. So you can see here, this was our big play today, which was a USD JPY scalp play. The scalp algorithm has 2 take profit levels. The swing play algorithm has 3 take profit levels. So these ones can work out a lot faster. So how did this one work out? So you can see here we're making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. And then you can see here we broke to the bottom here. We also broke to the bottom here. Now the scalping algorithm, when it broke this bottom here, it registered this candle when it broke. The next one it started to pull back. So at this base, okay, because obviously none of this was not real. None of this was there at that point in time. It marked this as the low, this as the high, drew out a Fibonacci, fair value gap, 75%, and then obviously the rest is history. What's really good about this is actually a perfect example of how emotions can ruin a trade for you. So just kind of get an idea of the money I was working with. So that play was risking 1%, and that was just basically a 3 grand, so 2,920. Just have that zoomed in as much as I can there. I can even zoom in even more, so you can see here 2,920. And so obviously when you're seeing a lot of money like that go up and down, especially with a scalp play, let me just kind of give you an idea of, if you let emotions take control of you, how, like, this is what they always say. Like, there's actually a really good image online which I'll find. I literally just googled and found this, but you can see here, look, the trade opens up, you're optimistic, you're excited, you're thrilled, euphoria, that's as the trade's going up and you're in profit. And then you can see it starts coming down: denial, anxiety, fear, depression, panic. I can't even say that word, and I can't say this one either. I'm dyslexic, so sue me. And then you can come back around hope, relief, and then back to optimism, and then you start replaying the cycle again. Trading is one of the only businesses where you can actually go through all of these emotions in one trade. Where if you're working a normal 9-to-5 job or anywhere, there's a very high likelihood that you would not be going through half of these emotions. You might just go into work and you're in denial all day. There's very little of this emotional roller coaster in work, obviously, unless you could. I'm not saying you can't have a fucking bad day and this stuff can happen, but when you're a trader and you're starting out, this is every single trade for you. Okay, this is why it's so difficult for you to succeed. So if we go back to the trade, you can see here, look, obviously this is the inverse now, because this is a short position. This example here would be a long position. Okay, obviously price is going up, you're making money, where in this scenario price is going down and you're making money. So again, excitement, you're getting thrilled and euphoria, all that sort of stuff. You're feeling good about yourself. Goes back to the denial, depression. You start getting hopeful. I hope it's going to move around, I hope it's going to turn around. And then you feel optimistic again, you feel super good, super euphoria, and it starts going back down, depressed, anxious, anxiety, back down. And literally this is exactly what will happen to you if you're a new trader and you're watching this. Okay, if you have a strategy, which I do, which we've tested fucking thousands of times at this point, we have so many points of data, live and back testing, I leave this shit happen. So how do I do that? Once the play is triggered, I set my stop loss, I set my take profit, I set my alerts at both, and then I don't look at it until one is hit. Okay, you have to get good at restraining yourself from not looking, obviously, if that is your style of trading. With my style of trading with the algorithms at the moment, I have 2 accounts that I'm trading primarily with them at the moment. One account I go for conservative, I go for TP1, take out half profit. TP2, I take out the rest. After TP1, I put my stop loss at break even. So with the safe account, I was actually taking out with TP1 at break even. With my riskier account, I only go for maximum TP or stop loss. That is it. No stop loss to break even, no nothing. So the times where that one hits, it hits really big. Yeah, but again, for the majority of people, they cannot handle this emotional roller coaster. So it's better to take profit and get out, just to be safe. Because if this came up here and did hit stop loss and you didn't put your stop loss at break even, again, you're going down another route. So the whole, again, point is when you're starting is to reduce the emotional strain trades can have on you. Okay, because if you're emotional, again, what will happen in this one, like money wise for me, I was at break even, $0. Down here, I was at about 1,900 euros, sorry, not dollars. And then I was back down to break even, and then I was minus 300 after being up almost 2 grand. And then back down here, I was up 2,800, and then I went down to almost break even again. Okay? And then I hit take profit for full 3k. I'm not watching it. I had no idea what was happening. But all I know is we have our statistics, we have our hit rate, we leave it fucking do its thing. And then you set and you forget for my strategy anyway. So that is the whole thing of like, if you're an emotional trader, which everyone is starting, you really have to get good at setting your trades, setting your risk protocol, and just leaving it play out. It's difficult, but everything in life is difficult. That's just the way it is. This was the actual play. So it was generated at 8 o'clock this morning. You can see here's all the statistics for it. And then if you were taking this trade, you essentially had close to 4 hours to enter. So it was triggered back here at about 8 o'clock. And it wasn't entered till roughly 2 o'clock. So that's 4 hours to get into this trade, and we just set limit orders. So this was set as a limit order. Once a limit order is hit, I get the notification on my phone because I have an alert. I go into the trade, I make sure everything is set appropriately. I set my alerts and I leave it do its thing. That's how I trade. And here's the other example. So this was the other trade that the swing algo took a few days ago, which was close to 9RR. This was our entry. Look at, ooh, beautiful. Entry was from back here. Entry, TP1, TP2, and then TP3 was roughly up here, okay? I'm just kind of guessing, but I'm pretty sure it was this spike right here that hit TP3. Now remember, this is the 1 hour time frame. So again, emotions could have got me out of this trade and I would have made a lot less. So this trade for me was close to 9 grand because again, I was only going for TP3, risking 1%. Flying up here, I'm up to about 8,000. Down here, I'm back to about maybe 5.5, maybe even 5 grand. That's where I am right there. So I went from 8 grand down to 5 grand. Again, if you're using it in terms that, let's say you could be up $80 or 80 euros, and then you could be down to 50. It could be 1,000 down to 500. You know, it's all about what your risk profile is, but I'm just explaining mine. Okay, so that's a drop of about 3 grand for those few hours. And then you see this price red candle here. You start getting really nervous. It's going to fully reverse all the way back down. But again, I wasn't watching. I had my stop loss. I had my take profit marked. And I had my stop loss marked. I had my alerts. And I leave them do their thing. That is it. There's no if, whats, or buts. That account, it's go big or go home. I don't even log into this one. I usually just leave it go. Yeah, and when I'm in my other one, that's the one I'm in more often. So that was pretty much our trades this week. It was a very good week in relation to the fact that we had the elections, massive volatility, crazy uncertainty, huge 9RR trade. We had another one that hit TP1, and then this one hit TP2. And yeah, for me, with that, with my riskier, my aggressive account, I'm looking at over 10 grand of profit because of everything going our way this week. This is why you don't need many wins when you have an appropriate size account and you trust the process. Hope you guys got on good this week. If you did, let me know in the comments if you have any wins. If you want to join our academy and get the exact signals that literally I've been showing you this whole time, full access to them, tbr.academy. You can join the academy and get full access to signals and all the education. Hope to see you over there, or just join the free section of Discord and give us a shout. Have a good weekend. Prepare for next week. It should be a good one. And I wish you all the best.